Hello, everyone. It is I, Rizzler. Grab a chair and drink. Welcome back to Ostriv. Um, I haven't done the game for a while. I was waiting for it to get a little bit more, I guess, updated, and it had two updates. Recently, well, I had an update and a hotfix. The hotfix coming just 3 days ago on July 12th, and the update about 2 weeks ago on the 30th of June. So here we are. From what I understand, they've added a lot of, I guess, help at the beginning. A lot of the things that I was thinking at the beginning have been added now, in terms of building a smith and a smithy and things like that. So we're gonna build that, the forestry, that is. And then let's see here. We're gonna need clay, so let's get a clay pit going while that's being done. Forestry. Oops, that's the zoom button. Clay pit just simply needs to get built. So, and then let's need to build a smithy right there. It kind of added some more aesthetically things, and that's new. I don't think I remember tons of planks or wood to build that. I mean, I remember that there was resources, but I don't think it was stacked like that. So I think it was in here, possibly. So. Let's get things sped up here. I always liked the building here, how you'd see it step by step. Do I have to mark trees, or will they do it themselves? Okay. So let's see here. Build houses for the family team before it comes. Yeah. So let's go like this. We're gonna do the garden for everybody. So. In the camp center. 7. So 9 houses. And then actually, yeah. I will create put those, but we need a smithy. Let's get that going. And then why that's okay, so okay, I'll do the decorations. Oopsies, decoration. But, so you can say, man, place something from the decorations, maybe like a bench or a bush. Okay, well, I'm all for benches. For people to have time to. Let's go with this bench. I like these benches better. The way they look. Let's put out side houses. Do some more. I'll put some periodically. This is where the tycoon part of me comes out, right? I know we're gonna need also, where is it? Thatcher. Yeah. I know we're gonna need one of those too. We're gonna put it down here. You know, he's out of water. Well, we can't have that. That's fine. I didn't intend it to. Once it's built, I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna. Actually, on a second thought, let's not build that. We'll just make one of the wells simply for production, and the other one for consumption only. So. Basically, both were going to be for consumption. We're going to turn one off, though, for production, though. So they're getting this house built, which is good. So yeah, they've been slowly updating this. They introduced a new picture of the arts where you can buy it to help support the project. Remember, the guy who's making this is a Ukrainian guy, and he's still in the Ukraine, if I understood correctly. And so with what's taking place there, there was a delay, but he's, and everyone was safe. He posted a thing about it. But they're back to work now. So because this guy, this started out as one dude making this game on Humble Bundle. I remember back in the early days, I was among kind of the first group of people who supported him, and I've just enjoyed the game since then. I remember downloading it from Humble Bundle basically before it was on Steam, because it wasn't on Steam for the longest time. When you were an early supporter, you were told, once it's on Steam, you'll get access to it, and then I did, once it was on Steam. But for the longest time, I watched it just grow from what it was. There was one map. There are several now. There weren't a lot of resources. The only thing that I told you about was the forestry. Even these flags were really faint. The flags and buildings, they're more noticeable now, but it's just been such a joy to watch it grow. But the trees and the water and the effects of the trees and the water in the game have always been there from the beginning, and they were always beautiful. So I would encourage you, if you don't already have it, to take a look at Ostriv in the store. It's not too expensive. It's still in early access, but it's by no means slowing down in terms of production or so. There's a delay, understandably so, and it's not just one dude anymore. He's got a team, but yeah, it's coming along well. So as you can see, the game, it's April. It's 1721. So so there's a lot of things. So yeah, it's so you'll see things that are related to the period of to the time period, and to the simple just to the time period, and to the cultural things too. So it's really interesting to see and to watch and such. And you have camp centers, you have mayors, you have certain jobs for certain people. It's really, really interesting the way that things are done. Okay, what's our thatch system and our nail system looking like? Let's slow things down here for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna start running low on nails soon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause a couple of these and get that smithy built. Well, we can unpause the well too. Okay, let's speed things back up. So we're gonna finish 4 houses here, and then we'll build some other things that we need to continue building houses. We're not necessarily going to run out of things, but we are down to about 1,000 nails, and and why there are tons of nails left. And nails are not necessarily required heavily for houses. You want to head it off at the pass, so to speak. Thatch is where we'll have the problem. I've run out of thatch before several times, because thatch is required. Extensively. Just the amount of thatch required for some buildings is scary. I like the gardens, then people can grow their own food. So you'll see the tents, they start to disappear. A house is built, a tent then disappears not long afterwards as the family moves into the house. So the first house is for the mayor, so to speak. And then after that, and then at least the way immigration works before the update, so it's just, yeah, family's moving. Um, so immigration, at least the way it did work, and I doubt it's changed, is um, this is to make charcoal for the smithy. So that's the only reason we have that. Okay, let's build all the rest of the houses up. Okay, so we got that one. And this one. We're gonna keep this one only for citizens, so. Let's put some decorations around. Everybody's house. Don't even know what's going on. There, everyone's got a rose bush now. Let's really go. Let's see here. What else do we got here? Let's put some apple trees. I love apples. How you doing down there? Oh wow, somebody's efficient. It's interesting. Now there's a check that's put on hold. Don't allow anyone to move into this house. So that's in the future. How's the forestry doing there? Really well, apparently. Oh, okay, so they got this now. You can mark trees. So the forestry, is very autonomous in the sense that they will actually go out there and get trees. But now you can mark trees for removal and protection, so you can kind of tailor the way you want them to cut, or, not tailor the way you want them to cut trees. So you can basically kind of say, I need you to remove trees from this particular area because I'm going to be doing something. So, over that way, so to speak. Those trees are automatically marked for protection. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that should solve the water problem. Food is going to be the next thing, but we'll get to that. It's like, went to the barber. Yeah, sand will probably be something that we'll want to look into. You can release intense. Now they're building this house. Okay. Let's take a look at.
Charge complete.
Let's see here. Thank you for telling me that. Meals, wheat, and flour, place your breed. Okay, let's... Gosh, that farm costs a lot. Let's get the farm. Well, actually, let's get the houses built. Once we're in the last house, we'll get the farm built. Actually, I could place the farm. Actually, let's get the farm out here. The reason I'm putting the farm out here is there's resources this way that I don't want to possibly, what's the word, ace myself out of getting. So we'll put the farm here. Do it this way. Actually, we'll do it. I'm like having racked by indecision. We'll do it like this, and then we will pause it. The farm. Once you build the farm, then you can build fields. And if they're holding to what it was beforehand, more apple trees. Love apples. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with sprucing up the village a little bit, right? Okay, so that family's done. So we got 2 families and sets. Anyways, I was gonna say the way you do immigration, if I already said this, I apologize. Is you build the houses, and you have jobs available. So you have like, so you're like, okay, so we got this, and it's like, okay, and you also have to be selling goods. That's when I'm looking at the market stall right here. So the market stall, you have to have jobs available, which you always can have jobs available. Just press plus on one of the buildings, and then have like a market or something like that, selling food. And so you have an empty house, you have goods for sale, and you have a job. People come, and you'll see like at least a cart coming with people in it. So, from what I understand, I placed the farm, but from what I understand, the tutorial is a lot more expanded. Now it tells you about building the smith and about building the farm after you got the houses done. So I'm happy about that. And that they've added that because for some new players, it might be a little bit overwhelming. That it's like, oh gosh, I gotta build these houses. It's like running low on nails in the thatch, you know. I mean, for a long time, you know, your smith and thatchery were a long ways off at the beginning of the game because you had so many resources at the beginning. It was ridiculous. You know, being a smithy was like an hour in type thing. You know, why I don't necessarily need to build a smithy right now because we have plenty of nails. You know, it's something that you'll need, and especially at the thatchery. You know, I mean, the thatchery was maybe a little bit sooner than a smithy, but it was still a ways off. You know, once you built the buildings, and you know, and then thatch. You know, now thatch is one of the that doesn't come, and the clay pit. Well, it's not that big of a deal because they just put the fence. It used to be built instantaneously. You put down the fence and the pit were there right away. Now they just have to build the fence. And the decorations used to cost you an arm and a leg. But they've kind of made them free now, which is nice. So, I'm not sure if all of them are free. Let me take a look here. Some of these actually might cost you. Yeah. But most of them... if I'm going to put some... What's a bell post do? What's that bell post? Not sure what that does, if anything. There's some birdhouses around. This will be the last family to attend. It's October, so just in time. Okay, so build a farm to produce food for your citizens and future livestock. Build more houses, build a granary to buy food from citizens. To buy food from citizens. Okay. Okay, well, let's get the farm going. Build the farm. Farm's going to require a lot of things. Like, we don't have that much thatch. 3,100, but it's okay because she's producing thatch. And then what's the difference? I don't get it. Destroy resources. Yeah, that won't be happening. I think we need to build another place for camp. For car parking. Let's put that right over here. Got a little bit liberal with the tree placement there. Let's see here. Car parking. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One, it's you can put more carts in here, so that's something to think about. And 2, it's covered, so. It's also centralized, so. Okay, let's speed things up here. So migration status. Migration is allowed. No market, no housing, no jobs. No entertainment buildings required at this point, and no buildings required at this point. Okay, so yeah, so we need to have a house. So let's build another house right. Another house right. Build one right here. On hold. That's gonna, yeah. once we remove that. Can't find thatch anywhere. Don't worry, you'll get to it. Need 40 more thatch. Oh, we need 400 more thatch. You only have 60. Can't find anything. Don't worry, it's happening. Actually, yeah, we can hire another woman to work there. This guy's making nails like nobody's business. I love it. I wish I could build a warehouse on top of that, so that like they put it all here, build the warehouse, and then put it back inside. Let's delete that for now. Actually, let's place that, but put it right here, somewhere out of the way, so to speak. Let's put it right next to the forestry. Farm is built, that's good. Let's slow down things here for a minute while we get there's the farm. So we're not gonna hire men in the farm right now. See, out of field. And you go, okay. You know, let's go like this. Let's go field wise, let's go like this. By 25 by 25 by 25, bam. Not wheat, we're gonna do potatoes. That's fine because it's November, we'll activate it later. So that's what we're gonna start with, potatoes. And then we're going to hire that's gonna wait. Let's see here. We're gonna put. Well, what type of food? Let's see. What type of food do people have in here? Got peas, buckwheat, sunflower oil, honey, dried fish. And they got tons of stuff in here. So in here we're gonna put potatoes because we're growing those. So let's get that marked down right away. What are people growing? Can we see what people are growing? Okay, well let's put just want to put a height limit in. You can always increase this if this becomes a thing. There we go. And then, what else we got people growing here? Horseradish, cucumber. Let's pause this briefly. Carpentry. Builds, repairs, carts, wagons, supplies. Oh yeah. We got in here. Okay, so we got some peas. We got some beetroot. we have some onions. So what we're gonna sell here at the marketplace is we sell beetroot. Peas, firewood, actually, maybe some potatoes and onions. There you go. I know we have women that are I suppose in January we'll start building that. But for now we're gonna wait. So if we go okay, water supply sufficient, no food for sale, no housing available, jobs available, okay. Because the carpentry is available. So come January, we're gonna build a house. So let's speed things up here and get through December. One thing that you that's good to do is, or that we will do eventually, is when you build a town, this is that camp center, you build a town hall, and once you build a town hall, excuse me, you can do something called seasonal hiring, and that's what this is right here. That's what you see right here, right there. And so basically, if you're confused with what seasonal hiring, at least in this game, does, is there's an off and on season for jobs. Like in the winter, you'd say okay, it's the off season for building, so to speak, which is what I'm doing. And so other buildings, you'd say in the off season, like this one, you'd say, okay, well in the off season, which is for building, you'd say the on season for this is December, is these months, during the year. So for this, you'd say the on season is March to October, so so to speak, enough time to sow and harvest and everything. And this is how you handle labor problems. So you might say okay, the on season for carpentry is November to February, so to speak, right? When you're not building, if you're like me, when you're not having to build things. And then you say, so in the on season for this we're gonna hire like 3 people, and construction, which you do from the town thing is off season from like November to February. So all the people who don't have jobs at the time, or like you'd say, for anything, you can even say the forestry doesn't work during the winter. They'll all fill jobs that are in the off season. It will go back to, you'd say off season, you have 1 or 2 workers. Like you'd say off season here you have nobody maybe. And so, so like you'd say, off season you have nobody. So like no one's working here. And then on season, which is like March to October, like they fill it up, So, so that's something to do once you get the town hall, is to designate seasons. So seasonal hiring, so to speak, so that like jobs are filled during the off season, even if they're already filled. Like more slots are filled, because otherwise it's a juggling act of hiring, not hiring, and things like that. Simply because you just don't have the people. You notice I'm hiring only women in some of these jobs where they can't be hired because, quite frankly, to be honest, we don't have enough men. So, making a lot of nails there, buddy. Not complaining. Let's take a look at actually being here at building a warehouse. For storage purposes. One open vacancy, unemployment is 27%. So there's some women looking for jobs. We could put some of them in the warehouse as well. Everyone needs to pitch in. Oh, it's February. Gosh, this is January. We're going to build a house. So let's unpause that house. Alright, once they get that done, they'll build this house. Or they won't finish this. Let's finish this. Oh boy. Pause. Have to just walk away from the warehouse. Okay, there we go. Slow it down. I want you to put iron. How much do we have? Well, regardless, let's put 500 iron in there for now. Let's put thatch in there. For now, let's put 2,000 thatch. Actually, let's put 3,000 thatch in there. Actually, how much thatch do we have chilling out here? 2,000 thatch. Okay, let's do 3,000 thatch. And then let's do nails. Let's do, how many nails do you got going on here? Let's do 2,000 nails. Put wood in here. How much wood do you have? Tons of wood. Holy smokes. Okay, let's put 10,000 wood in there. And let's put metal parts in here. How many metal parts have you made? 44? Let's start conservative. Let's put 200 metal parts in there. Okay. Yeah, have fun getting wood for the rest of your life. Goodness gracious, the forestry has been productive. Alright. Oh, activating. Not another field, so they're doing so well. Maybe smaller. Let's do 20 by 20. Yeah, buckwheat. Activate. There we go. It's almost done. Okay, so no food for sale, jobs available, no entertainment required, or place fish migration. Okay, good. So the house is vacant. I can build the town hall to control over the economy. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I want to build it right here. The problem is it's there. Can I build over that? Actually, now is that a thing? Can I just be like, yeah, right here. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's occupied. Wait a minute, that's... I want to put it right here. Is that the storage? That's the market. Yeah. I want to put it right here, but I can't. Gosh, where can I put the town hall? Let's remove these for now. I could put it, I think right here, right? Somewhere like this. That's way too close now. find a way to place it without blocking people from being able to walk. That's good. It's gonna have to be. But let's do that. Let's do this. We're still gonna put it there. I just want to get a little bit more straight. Okay. There. They're coming. Force that one to be repaired. You have a job, buddy. You have a cart to repair. Once we repair all the carts, I'm going to order a new one. So we have 4 of them. So we're building that right now. That's the capacity right there. Okay, that's a problem. Like that. There we go. I wonder if he's using the cart. Oh, he's already done it. Okay, let's actually this one's in with shape. Let's repair that one. How's that going? We're on this house. Okay, let's repair that. Oh yeah, let's go. I could have just walked off the job of making that. parts, which he'll have, and the wood, which you can get. There's so much of it. Let's get some bark while we're at it. I mean, it can't hurt, right? Oh, don't worry, you'll have a job soon. Another house here. Got 6,000, 9,000. So actually, let's just hold off for now. Actually, let's put bark in there. Let's put 500 bark in there. Not sure how bark figures into the whole economic thing. Oh, good. Yeah, finish the town hall first. Okay, the building's not functioning. You can relocate the acting town hall or demolish it. Okay, so relocate the acting town hall. How do I relocate though? Do I drag? Yeah, the building's not functioning. You can relocate the acting town hall here. Well, yeah, but how do I relocate the acting town hall though? So it's not going to tell me how to... I did build the town hall. It's right here. How do I relocate? Thank you. Okay, population. Okay, unemployment is 18%. Okay, good. Okay, so that's where we do seasonal hiring. Okay, so we're gonna pivot a few things here. Like for example, this needs to be moved. So what we're going to do is campfire. Is that production? Or is it decoration? Okay, population. Okay, let's get things sped up here. I want to get this house built. We're still removing trees too. Oh, they're planting. That's good. It's taking them time, but they're doing it. How the field's going, still growing. Okay. And let's see here, we got So, gonna be apples. It's going well, and that's good. Maybe one day they'll build this house, right? Never mind. What else does the carpentry do, actually? So we have this carpentry. That's it. Maybe we should turn on seasonal hiring. The only problem with turning on seasonal hiring is then you have to manage seasonal hiring everywhere. Okay, so we got the apple trees. Orchards, usually in city builders, are long-term investments. You know, they're not. You're not going to get a return from them for a couple of years usually. Or rather, a notable return. Having an apple tree myself, that's not nearly the picture of the big apple trees. It's pretty. It's not very tall, but it does produce apples regardless. But and it's had some years where it produces a lot, and it has some years where it produces barely anything. In the this last going into the summer here, so hopefully we get more apples. But this last time it was pretty underwhelming. I used to have about 3 or 4 apple trees actually that were all pretty small size. There were some against the in different kinds and just gosh, none of them have produced. And the apple tree that I have left, because I got rid of all except for the one now, that one also didn't produce. And I had a couple other fruit trees around it and decided to cut down the fruit trees. And I said, well, let's save the apple tree, because there were 4 trees and there was plums and those and cherry and those didn't produce. So I cut down the trees around it, and that seemed to. I like to joke that it scared the apple tree, because the apple tree, even though there have been some slow years, has consistently at least produced something each year. Because I think you saw what happened to the other trees around it, because the other trees around it were beautiful trees, just weren't producing any fruit. Lots of really pretty leaves and everything, and they seem to be healthy and everything. And my uncle, who he's retired now, but who I got the trees from, because he used to be a tree farmer, he couldn't explain why they weren't doing it. I mean, he's like, anyways, so I cut them down, and I'd like to think the apple tree saw what happened to them and was like, oh boy, I better start producing, because otherwise I'm next, which was true. He was next if he didn't produce. So the apple tree produced, and such. So there's that, and oh, we're harvesting. Lovely. You know what I'm going to do before I take off? We're going to do seasonal herring, and so you don't have to necessarily do seasonal herring because it does here. But so on the on season, so hold on. So off season builders, yeah. So off season is going to be these 2 months. Well, actually, let's keep November on because you never know. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, and then same thing here. There. Okay. There we go. Unemployed, huh? Do that, and I'm gonna call it here, guys. So thank you so much for taking time out to watch Ostriv. You know, just happy to share this update with you, and we'll continue. Ostriv, it's time to start another round of Ostriv as things progress here as we go through the summer. Anyways, guys, thanks for taking the time out to watch this. If you liked it, make sure to mark that down, but make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around to watch some more stories and such. I'd appreciate that immensely. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed, and it means so much to me. It means so much to me if to those of you who consider hitting subscribe and would hit subscribe. So, anyways, guys, this is Ostriv, this is Resler, and this story's over.